During anxious times, it can be tempting to follow the siren call of the angriest voices. We must resist that temptation. We must fix our broken immigration system. That means stopping illegal immigration. And it means welcoming properly vetted legal immigrants, regardless of their race or religion, just like we have for centuries.
Well, that was South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley taking a shot at Donald Trump during her GOP State of the Union response. By the way, this is not the first time she's taken on to Donald, and now many are criticizing Governor Haley, including Ann Coulter, who tweeted last night, "Trump should deport Nikki Haley." Joining me now, TV host Montel Williams, former The Apprentice contestant Omarosa Manigault, and former Bush spokesperson Mercedes Schlapp. Last night I was watching the coverage, and Montel, you were really thrilled with Nikki Haley and what she had to say. Why was it so important?
I think that's a mischaracterization, Charles. It wasn't I was so thrilled. I just said, hey, this is one who now seems to have taken a play right out of Ronald Reagan's playbook. And it wasn't so much that I think she was taking direct shots at the other candidates. She was taking shots and introducing herself to the American public. You know, who knows what may happen as this race continues and we continue to see the divisiveness that we're seeing at all, across the board, not just in Republicans but Democrats. So I think she was really making a very clear and conscious effort to the rest of the Republican Party out there that wants to have a choice, that there's a different message to be heard.
But you did mention that you were once a Republican, and I think you do like the idea that she's trying to pursue a message of inclusion, across races, across religious affiliations, and those kind of things.
Look, as we look at the nation that we live in, I was a Republican when I was in the military, and when I got out of the military, I became a Democrat because I've gotten so disenfranchised with the party, and it's really with both parties. I'm an independent. And why? Because when you look at the fact that we have in both houses, or in both houses, the Senate and the House, in both parties, we have, first off, about 75% of the Congress that has never served in the military.
Right.
Every single one of them, if you go down a list, have entered, not every one of them, sorry, about 40% of them entered as middle class, and within 2 years, their first office term, they are now millionaires.
Yeah.
And so I've been very disenchanted with the whole group. But when you say specifically with Republicans, I think that right now there is a need for a message of what's this country going to be like when someone gets elected. Well, you can divide right now, but somebody's going to have to bring us together to move this country forward.
Omarosa, I want to ask you this because you've spent a lot of time with Donald Trump. The image that the mainstream media is putting out there is that this is a guy who's peddling hate. It was sort of echoed to a degree last night with Nikki Haley, who, by the way, today has admitted that it was a shot at Trump and, to a lesser degree, Ted Cruz. Can you tell the American public who the real Donald Trump is from his heart that you know?
Well, first of all, she missed a great opportunity to really establish herself on the national scene. Now no one will take her seriously. She's like the Miss Congeniality of the GOP. She had an opportunity to really lay out a platform for the GOP. Instead, she used it to attack Donald Trump unnecessarily. I thought that the focus was to go after the Democrats. Instead, she's attacking Donald Trump, a wasted, squandered opportunity. Donald Trump is who he is. What you see is what you get. He's straightforward, tell it like it is, and he has a vision for this country. And her attacking him really did not help the Republican Party.